says they need major maintenance, which isn't cost effective, and are considering selling up. Local people believe there's a covenant on the property, but Age UK say the transfer of the property to them didn't include restrictions that would stop it being sold or require the charity to run it as a residential home. Emma Rominski reports.
There aren't many affordable retirement homes in the southwest with views like this. Set in 14 acres of woodland and gardens, Woodcot commands some of the most spectacular vistas over the estuary on the cliffs above Salcombe. The house was gifted by its owner in 1969. Elizabeth Jennings gave it to a charity. Salcombe Town Council claims a covenant states that it should not be used for any other purpose than a residential home for old people. That charity handed it on to Age UK in 1977, who are now considering selling it.
The devastating news that Age UK is exploring a potential sale of Woodcot, and the property, as I said, was gifted to the town in effect and for use as a residential home for older people, and we want to keep it as such and respect the covenant, both for Woodcot and for the legacy of Elizabeth Jennings, who gifted it to the town. We also want to maintain access to these gardens and the woodland.
She would never have left this house if she thought the charity was just going to sell it so that some rich person can have it as their private home. What she wanted was that old people with a connection to Salcombe should benefit from living in this beautiful place.
Ruth is one of the retired tenants who rents an apartment from Age UK here. She's been here 20 years.
We love our home and we want to stay in our homes. And we're having to get our heads around the idea that this may not continue much longer for us.
Woodcot isn't a care home or sheltered accommodation. 6 tenants pay rent to Age UK, who are responsible for the Grade 2 listed building's maintenance, which they say needs major work and isn't cost effective. So they're considering selling it to make best use of the charity's funds.
In a perfect world, one of the wealthier residents around here, and there are plenty of them, should say, here's an endowment fund, stay where you are. That would be ideal, but that won't happen, I shouldn't think.
The charity have explained that they understand the property is much loved by the local community and that different views and beliefs have developed over time about the nature of the transfer of Woodcot to them and the role of the property in the community. However, many of these, they say, aren't founded. They say there are a number of restrictive covenants, but they relate to neighbouring properties rather than creating any specific obligations on them as a charity. The charity Age UK say that the transfer of the property to them did not include any restrictions which would stop it being sold or which would require it as a charity to run this place as a residential home for older people. No final decision has been made yet about the sale, and no notice to terminate any tenancies has been given. Emma Rominski, BBC Spotlight, Salcombe.
Work has started to restore